What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of the Celebrity Jump. And guys, before we start off, man, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, the Trendsetter Cryptocurrency course by our brother Solif TV84 for beginners on cryptocurrency, for the Bitcoin thing. Check out the first comment pinned at the top and check that course out, man, and get your money on. Guys, we'll stop the show, man. I want to give a big shout out, round of applause to the Fresh and Fit podcast. You know, can't hate on them, man. These guys are running the business like they should do it, man. Flawless production, great podcast studio, just dope concept. I'm not a hater, man. They're doing their thing, man. One thing I like about them, they pay to play, right? You know, they spending money on promotions, they spending money on collabs. You know, for a lot of black men getting into the game, man, these guys know how to run it. They're doing it and they're not doing it cheap. And that's why they're having success. They bring in awesome guests. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing in everybody. They know how to hit the markets and they're just blowing up, man. So give them a round of applause. They brought our boy Kevin Samuels through there, okay, on the StreamYard call. And Kevin Samuels talks about how when OnlyFans stops, a lot of these chicks will be out there on Subway, okay? And this was a hell of a roast. I'm not even gonna front, it was bad. And he wasn't there physically, but he was able to call into the show. They took out this snippet, which was uploaded yesterday, all right? And check out, you know, this was on the Fresh and Fit podcast. So go to the first comment pinned at the top and check out the whole discussion over there. But I kind of want to respond to it and play this clip a little bit. We'll kind of jam it up and kind of make it a little bit funny. But to Tati, go ahead and drop that clip.
The money you're making is seasonal. There will be a new it chick every season. And what ends up happening is if you don't take the money you have while you're hot, and if you're not flexible enough to listen to people who know better, you'll just have a lot of money that you blow.
And we can have a conversation about it. Go ahead. You had something, and then we'll turn it to Kevin, and then we'll let you speak as well, Damaris.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Sorry. It's fine. It's open forum. You know what I'm saying? Say your piece. I saw that you wanted to say something earlier.
No, I retire.
And me too. I feel like you said you were being respectful, but you weren't. As a man, I feel like you have no place to tell women how to make their money. And then you're referring to it as a sex industry. Just because you have OnlyFans doesn't mean you're having sex on it. You could be cooking on OnlyFans. You could do whatever you want. So I just feel like I'm just offended. And it's not just him towards me, it's towards women, because men have no place at all to say how women should and shouldn't.
We have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna
The platform you're on is built by men.
I'm going to say
Nobody made this about men or
guys
women.
do not get paid unless I stay here. So
this is what tends to happen whether it's OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, and when women can't handle it, they leave. This is the point. This is about business. Business isn't offensive, but when people in their lack of knowledge gets exposed, they get offended. They call themselves experts and business owners and everything else. You're online strippers, but make a little bit of money. Congratulations. I'm good with escorts. I'm good with strippers. But when someone like Hafiz or myself tries to sit down and talk to you about your level of ignorance, you're offended. Your ignorance is what offends you. And it's offensive to me that you're going to try to make this about men and sexism. This is what the world has done. It's got little pampered princesses who can get online, make some money, and think that they're on the same level as men who built this world, and they are not. That's what you just saw them leave, because they can't go get onto Wall Street, Main Street, anywhere, into a bank, into anybody's business to be taken seriously with their so-called business plan or their go-to-market strategy. You're taking what the world has given you, your creator has given you, and you put it online. Thank men for building the internet, the computers, the smartphone, and everything else that allows you to sit up in your luxury apartment and get paid for showing your feet. What? We did that. You didn't. And in 10 years, when no one wants to see your feet or your G-string or your tattoos or whatever else, Hafiz, Chris, the roommates, Mario, Fresh, not Mario, Myron, Fresh, we will all be still running our businesses because we don't get emotional about business. When somebody tells us we have a hole in our game, we humble ourselves, we check ourselves, we get better. That's what men do because we have the business of building the world. We can't walk off like babies because it happened. I didn't like it. See, Atlas can't shrug. If we shrugged, you would die. That's what happens every time one of you little crybabies gets called out here on the platform you came to get attention you asked for. When you get more smoke than you're willing to handle, you want to cry and stomp off. Well, kick rocks. And guess what? There'll be a new one tomorrow because now that one of y'all on the panel can honestly say that you are bringing something to the market that ain't 15 other chicas down on the street bringing. None. So when we sit here and try to have a conversation with you and tell you, guess what? Whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, every new influencer, every new person thinks just because they have the dope content, they've got the key. They've discovered fire. They've invented the wheel. And there's more that goes into it than just turning on a camera and saying, hi, I'm on YouTube. Hi, I'm on Facebook. Hi, I'm on OnlyFans. It takes planning. It takes work. It takes strategy. It takes business knowledge. It takes collaboration. It takes a lot of things that you obviously don't have. And that's why you're upset, because at the end of the day, you know you don't have them and you don't have the patience, the intelligence, even the patience, the intelligence, even the resources to sit down and just listen. So carry your cell phone, and when OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring.
All right, so you heard what he had to say. Let me just say this. It was pretty harsh to see what he had to say. But I think for a lot of guys, it's true. See, with men, what we do is not seasonal. Okay? Even with some women, right? Some women understand the long game. A lot of the ladies on OnlyFans, a lot of the ladies who are doing this stuff right now, it's short game. Okay? And when you're a man and you're in business, especially some of the older guys understand this, and then you younger guys who understand how to make more money. To make more money, you go into more of a niche thing, okay? Developing, adapting in time. A lot of these OnlyFans models are girls who are Instagram models. They're not using their intellect. Some ladies do to stay around. They're trying to use their good looks and their beauty or their booty to stay around. But the problem is that there's always more competition into the field, right? Like even Kevin Samuels. Let's look at what he does. He has a call-in show, women only. The way he does it, if anybody tries to do it, it's automatically looked at as fraud. So anybody does that, we know that they're stealing that concept from him, which is why most people don't try to do it. You have a few guys who try to do it, most people don't, because they know it's like, all right. And it's a long game. That's what got him over to Joe Budden. That's what got him to Adam 22. That's what will get him on to Joe Rogan, because again, we understand that the monotony of doing the business, the monotony of putting the work in every day, the monotony of doing the things all the time to be successful is what gives you a fighting chance in the world where you're not easily replaceable. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of women understand this too, okay? There are a lot of women who play the long game also. We're talking about OnlyFans girls, model girls, IG girls, who as soon as they get pregnant, something like that, when they were hot, there's somebody else to replace them right away. And their value goes down right away simply because there's no other skill. What else do you have to add to the economy or to society besides the fact that you look good? There are plenty of girls who look good. You have a nice butt. There are plenty of girls who have a nice butt. You know, you have a nice top. There's plenty of girls who have a nice top. You have a pretty face. Pretty girls who got a bit pretty face. What else do you got? And when he tells her this, she has a problem with this. But you know, the thing about it is, the problem is that for a lot of people, it's the truth. You have to be diversified in this economy, right? In this game. The United States is a competitive place. It's a competitive world. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to go down, all right? The outside world, this is not, you know, a plaything. This is serious. And similarly, what these OnlyFans chicks are doing, and they're trying to do that to get known or get money or get cash, you know, If OnlyFans were to go down, then what else do you have? Okay? This is the same thing that we're talking about, with a lot of guys in relationships. If a man feels that all of the ladies that are available are the same, are very similar, and there's nothing that stands out about you, why should he marry you? Why would he want to date you? Why would he want to do these other things? This only makes sense. Only an intelligent person would say this because that's what makes sense. It doesn't make sense for a man to spend his time on women who he would feel like are not worthy of the calls. Do you get what I'm saying? This is the only thing that Kevin Samuels was talking about, and the lady is so upset she gets up and storms off. This is not the first time that's happened, but it always happens. Why? Because for a lot of people, this is the truth. Okay? What else would you be able to offer? Because as you're getting 28 or 29 or 30, here comes the girl that's 19 now, 20. Prime, right? No children or whatever. Can you do this for 10 years? Not like you could like 10 years ago. But look at the guys who are making money in this industry, podcasting. Like, look at that. Guys who are making money podcasting, Joe Rogan, Joe Budden. Guys are close to 50 or older. Are they making tons of money? Yes. Doing what? Diversifying, using connections, using their community, building like that. That's how they're doing it. So, what do you guys think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first clip at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I am out. Don't forget to buy Made a Perfect t-shirts. Peace.